So here I am at a secret location somewhere in Eagle Rock, California. It's like about 2:30 something in the morning. I'm chilling here with Mayo. What's the deal, sir?
What's good, world?
Mayo's gonna help me out with my show tomorrow.
Yep.
Over at the Palmer Room, and I said, you know, while I'm up here, I might as well give this dude a little impromptu interview.
Yep.
This guy right here is pretty much a jack of all trades. He can do just about anything, everything. How many jobs can you do?
Engineer, I DJ. I do a little bit of video editing. And that's pretty much, it carries on.
We're gonna probably have to do a couple of features on you on those other things that you do, but we'll keep it on the musical tip for now.
Yes, please do.
So tell me your story of, like, you know, where you're from, like how you got into music in general.
Well, in general, I went through a series of elements of hip hop. You know, I started off like in graffiti, and then from graffiti, you know, I was one of the pop lockers. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then from there, my boy Ryan, back probably like 3rd grade, got some turntables for Christmas. So I used to go to his house and learn how to DJ, and we just all night, you know, we'd be in the house DJing. And then from there, I can't remember, but somebody took me to a studio, and I was just fascinated by the engineer and what he was doing. So down the road, I ended up going to this school called Los Angeles Recording Workshop and learn how to engineer. And you know, from there, I ended up getting assistant editing jobs because I went to school and learned how to use Avid. And, you know, that's where the jack of all trades started all accumulating.
Right.
So at this point, you can call me for anything.
Who are some of the people that, if you don't mind naming names or just dropping, or just projects in general that you worked on, that you've done some engineering on, like people can probably hear?
One of my favorite groups right now that's bubbling is Sarah. You know, with Shafiq, Taz, Umaz, man, them dudes is inspiring me. Another group that's bubbling on the low is this group called J Davy. Really feeling them. And then, of course, you know, you got my boys, two up in Pasadena, the whole rhythm-wise music, you know, and, you know, that's pretty much like, I mean, I've worked with different people. I've had an opportunity to work with Erykah Badu on her latest album that's out. And, you know, I've had an opportunity to work with even some of my West Coast heads, like J.O. Felony comes through here. So, you know, matter of fact, we're at the Ironworks, by the way.
Yep.
This is the home of Joseph Lineberg. You know, you remember him from Madcap. Right now he's playing, you know, trumpet for Robin Thicke and Snoop Dogg. So, you know, he's so gracious to let us give this interview on his property.
That's right. Next time he comes back, I'm be interviewing him too. For the people that don't understand what an engineer does, like what exactly does an engineer do? Studio engineer do?
Well, a studio engineer is in charge of the recording process and some of the later stages as well. So his job is to capture the performance of the artist via tape, or of course like hard, you know, digital media softwares like Pro Tools, etc., etc. So his job is to capture the performance, and not only capture the performance, but make sure it sounds good. So
one of the big things now is that a lot of people, you know, they're having their home studios and kind of, you know, mixing stuff themselves.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Like, you know, is that becoming a problem for more engineers, or?
Oh, that's a major problem, because with, you know, there's a company called Dj Design. You know, they are pretty much the standard for recording, and they have, you know, made it very affordable to record at home. So you can buy this little inbox and hook that up to your laptop, get you a mic, and you good. You know what I mean? So by that being affordable by the masses, you know, that has become a very strong competition with the major studios. Because normally these people would have to get record deals, and then the record people would send them to the major studios. But now, with this day and age, the record label doesn't have to worry about sending the artists to the studios because they already have the studios. So now it's more so of the artist just turns in music, and that cuts out the major studios. So that is a problem as far as like there's no filter system anymore, you know, and which is what the labels would normally do.
Right.
So to answer, you know, to like really sums it up, you know, yes, it has affected the industry.
Uh-huh.